It says I'm live. Hi, Holly. Hi, Julie. Welcome to my messy mess. Just trying to get my glue down here. I just remembered I wanted to make a cup of coffee, so I quick went and made a cup of coffee. Haven't taken my medicine yet. I had plenty of time. I just got fussing around doing stuff online. So let me get my. Hal, do you need to relax or go? Oh, look! I just see an advertisement for me going live. I didn't think that really worked. I didn't think it worked. But it does. It does. I'm just putting some glue down on this journal. I'm just going to attach some lace. Boy, it's warm here today. I didn't put my ceiling. Oh, I want that up higher. I didn't put my ceiling fan on thinking I would be chilly, but it's warm out here in my little room. My little happy space. I want to get my phone set up so I can see chat pretty well, I think. See if my camera's okay. I just put some, let me move that yuck out of the way. Let me see here. I just put this on this little pocket and then I'm putting some lace. I want to see if how the lace looks at the other end. I guess that looks okay. Let's do it. Hey, Devin, how are you? Thanks for coming. My hubby goes to bed early. Just had some running around to do today, and he gets up so early, goes to bed early. So I thought I would wait till he was off to bed. He likes to read a little bit before he zonks out. And so he's off to dreamland. Well, he's off to read. So I was going to just see what everybody might feel like watching me do tonight. I also dug out one of my ATC kits. I'm doing pretty good. I'm having some issues with my mouth and my tongue. It's very sore, like I drank a too hot cup of coffee or burnt it on pizza, which of course I didn't. And we think it's probably a reaction to being on antibiotics for so long. I just came off a 8-week regimen of antibiotics. So, feeling a little better today. Picked up some medicine, and there's Miss Peggy. Hi, Peggy. So, hey, Ree, how are you? Nice to see you. So, I can do a variety of things. I just felt like getting my art craft fix in. Oh, frozen ice cream, really? Yeah, I'm a little bit better. You ought to see this stuff they gave me to rinse my mouth off. Okay, first of all, you could probably stick a candle in it. It's so thick and gelatinous. And they want you to put a whole tablespoon in your mouth and swish it. Well, there's nothing to swish. Okay? And then your mouth is numb, like you've been to the dentist. Okay. So we'll do that a little bit later. I mean, I've done it once, but. So let's see. Let's do majority rules. What's everybody feel like doing this evening? I pulled out one of my ATC kits. I could maybe put those together, see what that's like. I could continue to work in my journal. We could do a mixed media thing. I could color. Um, um, it's called lanacane, oral lanacane. So the thing is, they sent in a prescription for 7 days, okay? They only had I went to 2 different pharmacies. They sent my original script to another ShopRite because they had a 1-day dose of it. So I said, "Well, I want to get started on it because this has been going on for several days now." So I went to the second. Yes, lidocaine is the painkiller. And, oh, it does numb it, but I think there's some kind of, like, I think they think it's gonna heal itself, but I was in pain. It did feel a little better today. So I go and get it. They give me 3 bottles, and I'm supposed to go back and pick up another 6 bottles. I got 2 bottles or 8, yeah, 7, another 7 bottles. 2, 3, well, whatever. It said 2 of 9, but they gave me 3 of 9. I called them back. I said, "I don't need any more. I mean, I don't know how big everybody else's mouth is, but like a teaspoon of this is enough." And online it says you can also put it on with a cotton swab. So, and then you can't eat for an hour after, which, that's okay. But anywho. Well, Benadryl is for itching. It doesn't itch. So, although when I looked at it online, it does say if you want to make it taste better, you could put a couple drops of grape Benadryl in it. Otherwise, it says don't mix anything else with it. So, if it just takes away the pain for a little bit, I mean, my mouth already feels better, so that's good. So, it's getting better. Anywho, so what do we feel like doing? Anything in particular? Well, allergies. A lot of times allergies is for itching too. Like they told us to give Benadryl to our one dog because she was scratching all the time. Obviously, she was scratching because she had some kind of allergy. But a lot of times, if you're allergic to something, you certainly do itch. So, we'll see. We'll see. Ha, ha, ha. So that's what I was doing today. I was running around a little bit. Tomorrow I'm getting my nails done. Trying to decide on what color. Before I travel, I think I'm going to do French. So I don't think I'm going to do French this time. I'm thinking maybe a fall color. This is a big decision for us gals that get our nails done. Anywho, I got my lace pulled off of my page. And of course, then I have holes here. I'm going to restitch this on. But what I did on the back side is I put orange. I'm thinking about like a burnt orange. I put some washi tape here because I was thinking if I stitch it again, I might destroy that paper. So that's going to go that way. So what do we feel like doing, girls? Anybody in the mood for anything? Any suggestions? Or should I just do whatever? Oui, oui, the French orange. I don't know how you say orange in French. I guess I ought to. I gave my son an old computer. Well, he didn't take it. And he looked at it because I have CDs that, will teach me to speak French, which I've worked on some of that, but our computer crashed. So, yeah, I was thinking about rust with my ring finger, maybe a gold sparkle. Your card bag. The ATC cards, huh? could do that. I could do that. I just had it. Where to put it? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go. All right, so if I'm going to do this, okay, so I had these little kits put together to build the ACT cards. I watched a gal, and I don't know her name. It was a little while ago, so this is not my idea. I will do my best to remember to look that up and put it in the description below. You had a busy day, Hal. You're allowed to have a brain fart. And this gal, if you would go on YouTube and search ATCs with playing cards or something like that, easy ATC cards, she'll come up. And this is how she does it. And I think it's really very clever. I did some before. Now let me just move some of my paraphernalia out of the way here. I'm gonna get a work mat and put that down so I don't have a lot of cleanup. So you can do as many playing cards as you want. You just get out some playing cards that you don't mind, painting over and working on top of. And I'm going to do 12 because that's what I put in my kit. But you could do 10, you could do 6, you could do 4, do whatever you want. So in the kit, I put a napkin and some playing cards. And then I just put in some little ephemera. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. And some washi tape. Now, I'm sure a lot of us have washi tape. And if you buy them in packages, there's usually at least one you're not crazy about. Or if you get tempted at the dollar store or wherever, and you buy a couple and then you might think, they're not so hot. Well, I have a lot that I think are not so hot. So my new little puppy Lucette is in my room, snuggled in my bed. My other real puppy Bella was snuggling her, so I left her in there. Yes, Peggy, I think they're fun. So I do this a little different than the gal that I watched. Gosh, I forget her name. I should have looked. But I didn't really know we were going to do this. Hey, Candy. Hi. Thanks for coming. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is tape down my mat here because it's slipping and sliding, and that's driving me a little crazy. I have the glass work mat that Tim Holtz sells, and I really like it. But when you're streaming or recording, you get a terrible glare. So I've taken that off. So let me just pop down my mat a little bit because this is going to get a little messy. I really don't mind messy, especially the day before I go to the nail salon. So I'm just going to lay out my playing cards. I'm going to sit them right up next to each other. Let's see. Now what I want to think about is because I want to use this napkin. Eventually. I think I'm going to go this way. 3 rows of 4. And my napkin will surely fit. Now, if you use a regular piece of cardstock, you can do the same thing, obviously. But then you kind of have to measure. And so this is like ATCs for dummies, really, because I hate to measure. And I think on one of my streams, Holly pointed out I did it wrong, and she was exactly right. I measured the same way. I don't know. I got some ATCs out of it, but I could have gotten more. Okay, I'm just terrible with a ruler and with numbers. It's just the truth. So you're going to take your washi tape and you're just going to start sticking these together. And, you know, I'm a little anal, but they really don't have to be perfect. So you're going to start on the one side. Put your tape wherever. And of course, these are slippy, quite slippy. I would rather play pinochle. But I could play polka. I get a little confused about the poker. My dad used to like to play poker. So once you get this all lined up, you put your tape down. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to tape the other side. And then I'm going to get out some paint and I'm going to paint these a base color on both sides. Now the gal that I watched do this, once she did this and then put her gesso on or whatever she was using, if I remember correctly, she cut hers apart right away, but I don't like to cut them apart right away. I like to do my design and then cut them apart. Blackjack, huh? Okay. That's where you have to make 21. Do I have that right? I think I like that one. My family plays a card game called baseball. And my youngest sister gets outrageous. I don't know if she's lurking or not. And she screams and, "Hey, Colleen, thanks for joining us. Nice to see you." And my sister Jackie goes like a wild woman. Oh my gosh, and we laugh. We haven't done that in a long time, of course, because of our recent situation. Now, in the kit, I put the sunflower type flower napkin because I like it. But you could really do this and use anything. You could put wrapping paper, tissue paper. You could use some book print, anything you like, really. And I might just add some other things to these as we go. So now I flip them over. Now I want to think about what color I might like to base coat them. Yes, I threw a couple scraps away today cleaning up my desk. It's very hard for me. It's very hard for me to do that. Darla, hello. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. So you're just going to put these together wherever. And you could put them together a little closer, I guess. But you know what? You're going to cut them apart. And then if they have zhuzhy edges, I just take my little nail file and straighten it out. So it'll be good. So if I'm going to use the yellow and cream colored napkin, and like this other gal said, don't worry about your washi tape. How did I don't have my mass out. Yes, this is the kit, Darla, that I had in my last sale, my ATC kit. So I just pulled one of those out. Holly was the first one to suggest. Viewer's choice. Now, of course, the washi, once you cover this up, you know, it just becomes part of the, it's really like a mixed media. I'm taping this side too because they do get a little flimsy if you only tape the one side, and then when you pick it up to flip it over to paint your other side, they kind of like, and it depends on how strong your washi tape is too. So I just do both sides. That's what the gal recommended, and I think she's spot on with that. Okay, so this is the napkin I'm going to use. Yay! All right, so I just want to give a look. Let's pull this nappy apart. I kind of like the cards showing through. I don't know if you guys can really see that. So I may not do much to that side. This side, I think I'm going to pull out my, instead of paint, I'm going to pull out my gesso, I think. And just, well, you know, I do have white paint here. Let me do the white paint. Now, this says Deco Art, but I filled it up with, I'm just using the bottle. I bought a big bottle of what's the other one? Folk Art, which is a lot thicker consistency. Right? So I'm just going to some of it around. I'm going to grab a big brush. Oh, maybe I'll grab a fan brush. Let's see how this does. And I'm going to wet it first because I don't want to mess up my brush. And grab a paper towel. And I'm just going to paint it. Paint it. Yeah, I like the other side, not so much the red and the blue with my yellow and green. Now, the thing of it is I'm going to need to get another napkin because I think I'm going to put that on both sides. All right, so that's good for that side. Now, I'm going to go grab another napkin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to water down some of my white paint and use it like a whitewash, like a gesso, and just take a little bit off of the other side of the cards. They'll still show through. But it'll just knock it back a little bit. And like Dee Dee always tells us, be mindful of what you put underneath or what you put your napkin on top of. If you want it to be darker, then something darker. If not, you know, you need to think about that and do something lighter. So I'm going to take my heat gun. This is really almost dry. It's still a little tacky. Okay, Ree. Oh, a lot tacky. It looks dry, but it's not as dry as I thought. Tacky, tacky, tacky. I think I can flip it. I keep forgetting to drink my coffee. All right, now I'm going to put some water in with this paint. And I'm just mixing it here on my work surface because I can. And I'm just giving this a light so you can still see those cards. But they're just not screaming at you. All right? I got my earpiece and my iPad, so hubby will think I'm listening to it. Yeah, I'm going to get out my, I mean, I really don't care so much if this is wrinkled, but I'm just going to show you a trick that I learned from watching a gal online who did, yeah, they curl a little, but they'll calm down, Colleen. They'll get flat again. Um, and she uses cellophane wrap to put down, when you put down your napkin. So I'm going to do that. The bottom row is already kind of flat. Oh my gosh, Darla, that's incredible. My son says when he's out with his buddy, oh, maybe I shouldn't say this. I can't imagine his wife would ever watch one of my videos, but sometimes he does that to his wife and then just picks up the phone every once in a while and says, yeah, right, sure, uh-huh. All right, so I'm going to let those dry for just a second. I'm going to get a piece of saran wrap or plastic wrap, however you want to. Dollar store, it's plastic wrap. Grocery store, it's saran wrap. Glad wrap. You don't need the good stuff, for sure. All right, now, the other thing I'm thinking about is when I put this napkin down, if I place it, if I do a good job there, for the most part, where I have to cut, the letters will be going the right way, you know? So I think I want to make sure I do that. So I'm going to take a piece of saran. Colleen, you and, oh, that maybe you're going to do it on your stream. You and Kathy were talking about ironing and using saran wrap and either napkins or tissue paper or something to adhere. Well, I'm fighting with my roll of plastic wrap. I thought the cutter bar was at the top and it's at the bottom. Are you guys still going to do that? You were talking about ironing. Oh, pardon my reach. All right, I know myself all too well. I'm going to wipe up this paint. I put out way too much. It's very easy to do. And the backs of those napkins come in handy. And you can use those too to decoupage and do stuff with them and then stamp whatever you want on them. So don't throw those out when you peel your napkins apart. Yeah, that's fun to do. I would like to watch us do that. I've done that before and it's amazing how it works, really. Okay, so I'm going to take my golden matte medium and I'm just going to, it's not really lazy to me, but I guess it could be called lazy. So I'm just going to spread this all around. I just hate putting it out in another container and then you waste some, and I don't like to waste. Yeah, that's one good thing, Colleen. You do like to do everything and it's so fun. So fun to watch you with some of the things that you've discovered and trying out new stuff. Okay, so you spread that all around. Now I'm going to gently lay down, hopefully. And I'm going to try to get this where I wanted it. Then I'm going to take my plastic wrap and put it on top. Which then allows me to smooth it out. And generally you don't have an issue with your napkin tearing. Now on a surface like this, it's not that big of a deal, but say you were wrapping a napkin around a wooden bracelet blank or napkin rings or a wicker basket, something like that, and you wanted a smoother surface or you wanted to be able to work with it without a lot of tearing or maneuvering, this works pretty well. Now, I do have a big wrinkle here, but I'm really not concerned about that. I mostly just wanted to show you this technique if you haven't seen it before for some other project. Now, you could leave it dry like this overnight or whatever. No, I'm just using it like this to put it down with golden matte medium. And I guess you could do it with the heat. That's what Colleen and Kathy were talking about trying on their channel. But because I want to do these tonight, I'm going to pick up my saran and save it for the other side. And I'm going to use my heat gun again. Heat gun! Now, I think most people that do ACTs probably don't do them the same on each side. But I thought it would be cute. This is going to be the back side of my ATCs. And if it still feels, yeah, thank you, Julie. I think it's a pretty napkin too. I love the strip with the flowers. Looks pretty good. And I am rushing this to some degree. But it'll be alright. Let's see if I can pick it up without. Alright, now because I want to put that napkin face down, I'm going to clean up my mess here. I'm going to clean up this paint quickly, semi-quickly. Get one of my baby wipes. Just get that all cleaned up. And my washi tape is not holding the mat down very well. Before I came on, I was watching Aunt Beck put together her little envelope journal. It's so interesting how different we all do things, you know, and very interesting, very interesting. Looks like it's going to be a cute little journal. All right. So now I'm going to flip this over on the other side. And I'm going to add some golden matte medium to this side. And just paint it on. Now, if you're doing some, you might have a theme, or if you belong to a group of girls that are going to trade and you have a theme, or you want to make thank yous, or just, I think the last time I was painting ACTs, I had mentioned that my one doctor that I saw when I was in the hospital, he saw me sketching, and he mentioned that his wife collects little small pieces of art. Denise and Lisa, I missed you coming in. Hello, hello. And I asked him about it, and here she collects ACTs. So then when I followed up with him, oh, girls, I didn't pull my napkin apart. I gave him one of those ATCs that I made on my stream. So you just never know when you might need an ACT. All right, so now I think I did, I don't know if it matters. Did it this way. And of course my plastic wrap kind of folded in on itself. You know, it doesn't stick to what you want it to stick to. It only sticks to itself. Now I'm going to decorate this side and add some other things to it. But because the napkin folds in half, there's Lisa. And I want to be mindful of how I put my decorations on. It may sound silly, but I want my letters facing the right way and my other decorations. Now, I just pulled some stuff out. Where the heck did I? Oh, I might have to go into the kitchen because I think I have. This is what I do. I get stuff out. I know, right, Colleen? And then when I did my follow-up with him, he said, oh, she was just thrilled. So that was really cool for me. So I'm going to try this a little, and then I'm going to go into the kitchen. When I work on a project, I'm messy. I'm just messy. And I pull out different things. You know how it goes, especially if you're doing mixed media. Oh, I know I have this, so I want to use that. And then, see, then I'm on to the next project, and I don't always put everything away. And then I might decide to stream or do a video or do something with my sister or whatever. Then I just pick everything up to clean my small working area, and I throw it into a bag or I throw it into a box. Well, today I was trying to straighten up a little bit, and I found a couple of bags. It had all this stuff in it, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I bought that stuff. So there's some stickers I think I want to use. Vellum stickers. So I'm gonna, this is going to need to be dried a little bit more. Now, the gal that I watched, where's my phone? I should probably just see if I could find her. Let's see, YouTube search, and if I put in playing cards, ATCs, ATC search, she might come up. Yeah, I think this is her. Eileen McGinnis. It's it's ILENEMCINNES. She did the video a long time ago. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that at this point, when it dries, she cuts them apart. And then she decorates each one individually. But I'm going to treat this like we did, like we're doing a pick 10 or whatever, something like that. Let's see what Stefan's saying. I tidied up my scrap room and set out all my Halloween stuff to start working on my Halloween journals. Went to see what I have. I know, right? I'm always surprised. And a lot of times there's something in my stash that I forgot I bought that I want. After this morning's effort with Becky, often not putting things away after my projects could hardly. Yes, I know the feeling. Oh, really, Ree? Oh, cool. Okay. All right, let me just go into, well, it's not going to be super quick, guys. All right, I'll be right back. I didn't think about this. Bella, you guarding the door there, babe? Yeah? You guarding the door? Did Dad give you your... Bella, you want your treat? Okay, the puppy's got her treat. Now, I'm not going to use these because it's Christmas, but I'll just show you. I forgot I bought these. I got these from Etsy like a year or two ago. Forgot I had them. And I found them in this bag I was rooting through today. Right? My puppy is not really a puppy, and she's a lump. And picking her up is, whew. Okay, I forgot I got these a long time ago. So let me see if there's something. See, that looks cool. Big yellow swirl, that goes. Yellow sun. Yeah, I don't know what I wanted these for. I guess I just liked the way they looked. So I think a couple of those yellow ones will work. Let's see. Want another one like that, maybe. Yeah. I guess I got 2 of each. They're kind of cool. All right, so let's do that. Now I'm going to pop these. Oh, yeah, that'd be great, Peggy, if you post. That would be great. And then I got these at the same time. So what I want to do is decorate the, because I want to be able to see the card faces on the other side. Let's see what these look like. So I'm going to basically do this maybe like a mixed media thing, you know. Maybe by the time I get done putting some of this stuff on, I'm not really going to see too much of the underneath writing to know whether it's upside down or right side up. I love postcard type stuff. And then somewhere I just saw a whole file folder of stamps. Hey, Angie Brown, how are you? Okay. Who's feeling guilty? Don't feel guilty. All right, so I'm assuming I just pull this off and these will stick. Famous last words. All right, let's see. I think I also want some of this old book paper that I have sitting here. And I didn't turn my fan on, which I should have done that when I was up. This is some stuff I've had pulled out for my journal I'm working on. I would like to find my stamps, but I don't remember where I put those. All right, so let me see how this feels. I think I'm going to dry it just a little bit more. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I don't think I saw her fabric paper. Now, I didn't get it stuck down real well in that corner, but I can take care of that, you know, later. And when your napkin gets really dry, let me see if I have a, everybody probably knows this, but if you take like a, not like a, if you take a embroidery, not embroidery, geez, a whiz, an emery board, you can just generally just sand the edge of your card or your paper or whatever. And when that dries real well, it comes off like perfect. And you don't have any torn edges, and it just looks really nice. See, this is still a little kind of damp, so it's not coming off, you know, terrifically. Now, I wonder if there's a little place. Sometimes these have like a little split, but I don't feel a split. So this is usually what I do. Of course, I have the wrong glasses on for this. Try to get my X-Acto knife between the decal and the plastic to give myself a place to pull it apart. Barbara, how are you? Hello, hello. And welcome to anybody else I may have missed. How you doing today, Ange? You're tired and busy? I know you said you had to go clean the other day. All right, I think I got it. I do. All right. Now, not all of these do I want to need them to be totally on the whole piece, you know. I don't mind if I have little pieces of it on some and not on the other. Of course, this would take me half the night just doing the sometimes it's easier than others to get down in there. If I had my other glasses, I think I left them in the other room. Oh no, I have them on my head. Hold, please. See, these are for close. I have glasses for close up, and then I have glasses so I can see what's in front of me. That's the ticket. By George, I think I've got it. All right. This one I'm going to put down here. Now this one, let's see what this one. This has got the sun in the middle. See, now I'm trying to read chat and I can't for a minute until I get some of these on. And then I'll put my other glasses back on. So last night, I don't know if some of you gals that are married ever have this, but I know he's trying to be helpful. But last night around 6:30 in the evening, I decided I probably should call the doctor about my mouth, right? So I called my doctor's office. And I'm explaining to the girl, you know, I think I have thrush. Could they just call me in something, yada, yada, yada. And she said, well, they're probably not going to do that. And she said, to tell you the truth, she said, we're not equipped here to have the doctors care for anything that's under your mask. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, we're not equipped here to deal with anything under your mask. So she suggested I go to urgent care, which is what I was going to do. And my husband said, well, I think you can go online and make an appointment and you can just do an online thing. So, you know, I take hubby's suggestion. 2 hours later, when all the pharmacies are closed, I finally got to speak to somebody. So, that's how that went. I mean, I know he means well, but sometimes I think I just would rather, you know, do what I want. Now the writing's going that way. I think I'm going to put the sun upside down. So then I told that gal, I mean, she sent me a script in. I don't know if they called her a clinician. So I don't know if she was a doctor or a doctor's assistant. But she was appalled that they told me that they wouldn't deal with anything under the mask. I thought it was a little bizarre. Gotta say, a little bizarre. Okay, back to the regular glasses. All right, so yes, for sure, Darla. Done that so many times. Always go with your gut. I know. That would be like the best gyno exam, okay? I know. Hubby meant well for sure. Anywho. All right, so now I'm going to take some strips of this. And let's just see. I'm going to add this here, there, and everywhere. These are kind of going the other way. Now, I'm wondering if I need a stamp of some kind. What do you think, girl? Should I get some kind of a stamp out? And if so, what? There you go. And I thought after having children, you know, gyno appointment would never be a big deal again. Wrong. Anywho. No, I don't want that way. I tore that the wrong way. That will be upside down. I would need it here. And this can overlap on some of these things, right? That might be cool. So what do we think about a stamp? A butterfly or a bee? Excellent idea. Excellent idea. All right, let me get these glued down. And then I think I actually might know what tub a butterfly stamp is in anyway. All right, so I should probably paint the back of these as well. Again, I'm using a little bit of the golden matte medium. And if anybody's just tuned in, doing an ATC cards, starting out with a deck, not a deck, with 12 playing cards. I always like words too. What do I have there? Some stray. Got a lump there. Stray piece of thread. Need a little more. I think I need a piece of book page over here. Didn't get any in this corner or on this card. That card doesn't have any either. Oh dear. And you probably could put these down. Oh, I must have read your mind, Angie. You probably could put these down with glue stick. G. Kerr uses a lot of glue stick with her projects, and they all turn out so great. And she doesn't seem to have a problem, particularly if you would be planning to varnish on top. right, to seal it. I think I still need a little more. Stick that down. All right. Now I probably will use these as thank yous. So I'm also thinking maybe I should get out a thank you stamp. Now I think that'd be a little harder for me to get my hands on. Now which way are my words are going? This way on that one. All right. Let's pick that up before Lori puts her fist in it. Okay, that's nice and sticky. All right, let's see here. Oh, there is a bee. Okay, I think I want a big butterfly though. Hold on. I think I got it. Look, girls, look what I found. A big thank you. Oh, I wonder if I could fit that on a card, on one of the cards. Let's see. And there's a nice butterfly stamp. How about that, huh? I'm a little more organized than I thought. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right, now I need some archival ink. Something that's juicy. These two I think are juicy. We'll see. We'll see how they work. All right, now I'm going to have to dry this again. Actually, I'm going to put my ceiling fan on. I think that will help. It certainly will help me because I feel warm. All right. Well, the thing I like about the clear stamps is that you can see where you're putting them. The wooden stamps are kind of a little bit of a mystery, which in this project is fine. Now this piece of paper I didn't pay much attention to. I've got the other ones, well that one I don't either, got going I think the right way because the wording on the napkin is this way. So I want to keep that in mind when I stamp my butterfly. And usually I stamp on a mouse pad. Let's see if I remember where I put my hello. Elvis is in the house, girls. Woohoo! Now I got another message pop up here. Let me get rid of that so I can see. Okay, here we go. Back again, my poor son's girls hasn't been able to get her online test working. Aw, that's a shame when that happens. Oh gosh. Maybe they know that they're having trouble and she won't be penalized for it. Okay, let's see. I can get a good coverage on this. All right, and press down good on that. And I don't think that's too dark. Let's do one. And I've got my mouse pad over here, and there's 2 cards there. So I'm going to go like that. Oh, good. She could get a hold of her professor. That's good. All right, that may be a little too juicy. All right, now I'm going to move my mouse pad over so I don't have a problem that way. And I'll put this guy down here. Excellent idea, Julie. I like it. I like it. And for this one, I'm going to go this way, right? I got the edge. Shoot, I forgot I was on the mouse pad. Let's see, hopefully I didn't ruin that. Not too bad. Not too bad. This is what happens when you change your mind midstream, right? Okay, now I think I might need one here. And then I think I need one at the bottom. Maybe just the top of it. Elvis, I think you're going to be stamped. Elvis had a run-in with a butterfly. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. Love the suggestion. Excellent. Now I'm going to close. No, I don't want to close that up. I have somewhere. Let's see how this works. I have some of eco-dyed paper that I made a while back. Some of it's pretty rough, but I'm thinking if I stamp thank you on this paper, I can tear it to the size that I want. And then put it on top rather than stamping it right on the card. I need 12. Oh, that's good. You hate to see the kids trying so hard to do what they are supposed to do. And then when they have a problem, and I don't know how to help them, now the one thing I don't like about this is it's not really a blank background of the thank you. But, I mean, it is sort of. So I think once I get them stamped, I'm going to spatter them a little. I love spatter. I love this set of stamps, Dev. I love it. I don't know. I don't think I have them all, but every time I see one I don't have, I just want to get it because I love the way they're written. I like how the long strokes come out past the words. I have 2 or 3 sets, I think. Of course, all the words are different, you know. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 9. Oh, I'm making a mess of the stamp. I'm pushing down too hard on those edges. What did I say? I think that's 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 10. Only 2 more. 2 more, baby. Yes, one says celebrate. Love. Yup, I have those. Yup. All right, let's see. I gotta squish them in here. So that one, the next one, I think I can do on an angle. This gives me no room for Of course, they don't all have to say thank you. All right, let's see. Finding a spot to put. All right, Elvis has left the building. Nothing like cold coffee. All righty. Ink pad to the side. Now, where did Lori put her black paint? I'm going to look for a long floppy brush, as Dee Dee would say. And, oh, there's the black paint right above my head. And really don't do this. I'm doing it, but don't do it. I'm just going to scoop some out of here. Oh, that sounds like a cool stamp, Ange. Yeah, I would like that too. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right. Wetting my brush, scooping out some black paint. That should be plenty. I'll put my paint back. And I'm going to test a little bit on this paper towel. Yeah, it should be good. I do love spatter. All right, that should be good for that. Now let's wipe up this mess. Now that's going to take a few minutes to dry because they're, you know, basically little puddles. And you're still looking for the grass stamp? Somebody said they had a grass stamp. Was that Lisa the other night? Did she ever find hers? Okay, so I think at this point, what I'm going to do is, cut them. Still a little damp. Just kind of bendy. Of course, I don't think I have a decent pair of scissors out here. I thought maybe I could tear that. These are still a little damp. Let me hit it with the heat gun a little bit. I had all my scissors, I think, out in the other room. I've got small scissors, you see. I don't think I've ever seen the grass stamp. Oh, see, I love doing stuff like that. As soon as somebody, okay. Here's the thing. Here's something about me that I'm willing to share with 15 people that I barely know. If I'm watching a stream or even a replay of a video and someone says, I can't find whatever, I immediately go and start looking for it. And it's almost like I have to have it. I bet you I could find that stamp. I mean, when Colleen said you can't find that wheelie thing, that it's got the, Colleen, what's that called? It's got the like the index cards that hang on it. I about went crazy. I paid way too much for mine, but I had to have it. As soon as I know you can't get something, I become like a crazed woman. Okay? Now I have a grass punch that works, but a grass stamp would be nice. So if I see one, I'm gonna send you the link so you can get it. I love finding stuff that people can't find. Oi. Now on this backside, the backside's going to need something, and I'm thinking washi tape, but I don't know yet. Now let me see what I have here in the way of scissors. I probably just have little teeny tiny ones because I put all my other scissors. This is, yeah, they got a funky edge. I don't want a funky edge. All right, let's see here. What do I have in the way of? Let's see. All right, I'm going to put a cutting mat under here. And let me see if I can just use my X-Acto. Yeah, that could be too. I know I don't have it. I still have a lot of stamp sets to sell, but I don't think I have a grass one. Now this is still kind of damp, girls. I'm really kind of pushing the envelope here. If I can get one off that I can work with to kind of finish it up, so you can see the end result. Then I can let the other ones dry till tomorrow. I think I saw Snow Mountain somewhere recently while I was looking for the grass. Well, yeah, reasonably priced. Yeah, I think I have a Rolodex punch too. I have some little thing that does all different kinds. Because I had to have the one that did the Happy Planner one. I just don't know. I need therapy. But the one I have is just small. And when you flip it over to do the other side of your paper, I never can get it to line up right. So I haven't used that very much either. And of course, I got that Rolodex thing that Colleen does her little iCAD cards or something on. I haven't touched it except for to put it together. Therapy. I need therapy. Now, if they're not damp, they're a lot easier to cut. I will tell you that. But I'm just trying to get one off here. These others I'm going to put aside so they dry a little bit here. I'll sit them right under my fan. And I'm going to dry this one a little bit more. Okay, I live in a 55 plus community, right? And my husband and I, we're kind of like, okay, Devin, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. We'll see you soon. Good night. Um, See, it's contagious, right, Julie? Look at my hands. I just can't stand it. I just love to look and find things for people. Like that, like that whale tail um punch, the tab punch. Oh my gosh. I was telling Johnny about one. I found one for somebody else, because you want them for a decent price too. That's part of it. So, okay. So I have this. This one you can't see so much of the butterfly on it, but that's okay. So where did I put my, oh, here it is. I don't know if this is dry enough for this to work nicely. Just sand my edges. It could be a little drier still, if I'm honest, ladies. Really could be a little drier. Really, really good. So anyway, I was starting to say I live in a 55 plus community, and we have a little it's not a flyer, it's more like a little booklet that they send around every month. And I keep saying I'm going to put an ad in there to say if you have any art or craft supplies that you want to get rid of, because there's got to be. I mean, my husband and I are the younger, like a younger set that live here. Well, he's soon to be 70. Like I'm talking like in 2 weeks, but I'm still in my late 60s. So everybody else is like 80 and 90 years old that live here. You know, these old chicks probably have a bunch of really cool stuff sitting in a box in their garage that they just don't want to throw out or take time to take it to the Goodwill. I'll bet you they got some really cool stuff. See, and then once you sand that, once that's dry and you sand that, it comes off real nice. I hope that noise isn't driving somebody crazy. Okay, who else is in here? All right, Colleen. Colleen, you stream. Who else streams? Devin has. Devin left. Is anybody else? Julie, do you stream? Every time I stream, and then the live stream populates, and then it goes up on your channel. I get these horrible like messages from these weird people. I mean, they're not really off colored, but they're not nice. I don't even know if they're like real people. They say bizarre things. I delete them off. Colleen, do you get that? Like, where do they come from? What is it? Is it like a spam thing? Okay, Julie. I thought maybe you might have streamed. I started reporting them because I don't know. I don't want them on my channel. And this goes once the napkin is really dry, this sands off a lot quicker than it is right now. And you really, if you wanted to, you could really round the edges of your card. So I think what I want to do is, okay, so that's basically it. My ATC, and I know I want to ink my edges. I want to get a new printer. AliExpress, huh? See, here's the other thing. Oh, who was I watching the one time? I was watching Debbie Epps. Woohoo! Good job, Ree. And she had the coolest stencil. Oh, she's got a lot of cool stencils. But she had the coolest stencil, and it was numbers, and they were all which way and overlapping. I mean, it was really cool. Super cool. Do you think I could find that? It's sold out everywhere. Nobody had the dang thing. I found the letter one. So I got that. Ah, shoot. See, you don't want to do that. It's too wet, and I went to ink the edges. See, and I pulled that up. So I got to put a little glue under there. Don't do that. Don't do that, girls. Wait till it dries. Wait till it dries. All right. Let's just stop fussing with that for a minute, Laura, before you rip off your napkin. Let me sneak a little glue under there. Ooh. All right, so that one's going to go that way. Now, these should be dry. ZF Party Grass Transparent Clear Silk Seal whatever. Don't try this at home. See, the thing of it is if I see a stamp or a stencil that someone else is using, I want that one. Okay? I don't want just any. See, this is my. See, it's a problem. It's a problem. I have a problem. It's just like, I'm better now because I've been on Cymbalta for years, which is for anxiety and fibromyalgia. But the thing of it is that I don't like to be in the car when a lot of other people drive because it, it just makes me kind of crazy, particularly my son at this stage in my life. But when I was going through this years ago, my mother said, honey, you need therapy. And I said, well, it's a lot cheaper if I just drive, right? Than paying for therapy. I mean, all right. So I think I want to put that thank you there, but I do want to ink my edges. Now, of course, you can take your ACT cards to another level and punch a little hole and put a little pin in there with a little charm or a little button. Huh? We could put on a button. Ooh, let's turn on the hot glue gun. Oh, it is on. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. So, I mean, a smaller thank you stamp probably would. Yeah, I hear you there, Barb. Whew. I'm going to bend this around the back. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm going to just tear that off. If I can get that little bit off of the... I messed it up. But it's going to have to do. Oh, thank you. Okay. Going to glue it down. Going to glue it down and call it done on this side. Oh no, it's going to do a button. So I have a neighbor who I've told several times, I'm not really close to her like I am my 92-year-old friend. But she goes to a lot of estate sales, and so she was at one and she picked up some stuff she thought I would like, and there were buttons in it. Do you love making ACT cards, Angie, or like greeting cards? I like it all, actually. Oh, yeah, that would have been good. I'll do another one, and tilted sideways. That was a good idea. I can do them all different, right? Now, the thing is, what washi tape do I have that I can get my grubby little mitts on that would be cute on the other side? Let me see if I can get my drawer out. I want to put a little something something on the other side. So now I got a whole new batch of buttons to look at. I kind of looked at them quickly. I haven't looked at them. Really well. Oh, look, this has got a butterfly. That'll be nice. And maybe some sparkle. Got that kind of sparkle. It's kind of pinkish and kind of silver. I want something, I think, narrow. Let's see how that looks. Because sometimes I like to, layer. I like to layer. So I want to do this on the flip side. Oh, Ree, I'm so glad you found it. Oh, I keep forgetting it's that time for you, Holly. Okay, so I got a little mess up there. I'm going to try to... I'm really pushing the envelope here. Kind of messed up my edges. Yeah, right. If you don't move, I'm stamping you. So keep moving. Ree's got her stamp out. She's ready. Woohoo! All right. Now let's see. So I'm going to take a piece of this washi. This one doesn't have the butterfly, but it's still cute. Might like it there. And then maybe a piece of that. Yeah, I know. I forget all. Now this is the back side. But I just wanted a little something else on there. Where's my little... And let's see. Oh, get my little scissors. Trim that off. Just, you know, a little something else. And then I've got this side to be the front. And I think I want maybe a little cluster on there or something. I mean, let's really do it up here. I had a little piece of muslin. Yeah, baby. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how much I love muslin and you know, that other stuff. I always think Keisha calls it dirty gauze. It just never leaves me. Cheesecloth. I love cheesecloth. Okay, Julie. So thank you, Barb. So if I put that here, I kind of like that. I could put a button on it. These are the buttons my neighbor got for me. See if I've got, see now I like these kinds because it already has a thread in it. I know, right, Barb? Or you can make your bouquet garni and put it in cheesecloth. Ugh, love it. So I have to make some more. I had some, of course, coffee dyed, and I still have that, but I want to make some more. I had dyed some with the avocado skins, you know, so it's pink. Love it. But I don't have any more of that left. Well, at least I don't think I have any more of that left. Ooh, look at that button. Oh, Oh, girls, that might be the winner. I like that a lot. I really like it. Now this one's kind of yellowed, so this would be cool too. Nah, I like the other one. But see, I got to put some thread in there. I've got to put the thread, and I've got to find my cheesecloth, because we were working on this journal the other day, and I had bits of cheesecloth and lace, and see, that just needs a little something something. And I know I had little scraps, and I thought I'm not going to throw them away because they would be perfect for a cluster. But where did the messy one put them? Of course, now I've got all this stuff out. I've got half done unicorn light bulbs sitting here. Journal partially done sitting here. Oh, Lord have mercy. Such a struggle. Or as Hermione Granger would say, what an idiot. I gotta have a piece of cheesecloth, girls. Let's see. Gotta have a piece somewhere. This is positively maddening because I know I just had my hands on some. Ah, thank you, Jesus. I found me some. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, Peg. Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Even got pieces of paper. See, this is what I do now. I got to stack the buttons on top. Wow, there are a gazillion grass stamps on. Really? Huh, welcome back, Julie. Okay, so what I'm thinking is... See, you really can't see the muslin back there. You can a little, but I just really like it. Just really like it. Now, I need to find me some thread. Da-da-da! Thread. How about a little gold? A little bit of gold. Okay, so before I glue that down, that's really kind of a yellow, isn't it? Well, it's gonna do. It's gonna do. We're gonna make it do. Maybe I'll applesauce, applesauce. And I don't want all of these threads. I'm gonna just split this. And then I want to see if I have I should have a small needle, and then I'll flip down my other glasses and see if I can thread it. And I need something small to go through the, well, maybe I'll just wet the end in my water, in my little, my paint water. When I podge the paper that Amazon and Walmart uses to ship with, chewy too. Really, Ray? Oh, I'm going to have to pay more attention. My neighbor orders from Walmart. Is it like a tissue paper, or is it like a brown butcher heavier paper? I never thought about podging that. Okay, now I want to go down. And I want to go up. And it came apart. Well, that didn't work. I came up the wrong hole. See, I'm dyslexic with stuff like this. Now, do you stamp on the paper first, right? And then like podge on top of it, or you're just podging the paper and then using it like in mixed media stuff? Now my thread's so wet, it's sticking to everything. Now, a lot of times I'll do it where I have the thread sticking out the top, but I think on this one I just want the little stitch marks to show. And that one little thread's going to be a nudge. Come on. Should have put my glasses down. The other glasses. Here we go. I've got it. By George, I think I've got it. I'm just going to do a little tie. Little knot-a-rooney. I know the glue's going to hold it, but this will hold it until I snip it and get my glue where I want. Boop. Boop. Okay. I'm just using hot glue here. A little dab will do ya. If you're using hot glue under cheesecloth, be careful, all right? You paint or stamp or decoupage and then put it all over it. Ray, that sounds like a great idea. Now, oh, brown craft paper type. Oh, I know what you mean. I got some of that. I got some of that stashed somewhere. Oh, Ray, that sounds wonderful. Right. Sometimes it's perforated. Oh, yeah. Coolio. Okay, so now button. Button going on. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. And I'm going to trim this a little bit there. So there we have it. I think that turned out okay. I know, Barb, I want to see them. Did you post them somewhere? I would like to see what you made. And then on the back, I just put some washi. That might lift up because sometimes that washi doesn't stick so well, especially that sparkly one. Yes, and it's free. Exactly. How cool. How cool. All right, girls. I don't know. What do you think? You feel like hanging out some more? I still have a few hours left on my free StreamYard. Yes, I think Lisa did something like that. Yeah, that's a cool look. Coolio look. Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking I felt like sketching something, but thank you, Ree. I don't know what I have here. Thanks, Julie. Thanks. Thanks, Peg. All right, let's see here. So, is everybody ready to kick out, or you'll want to do something else? I haven't worked in my Oh yeah, ironing it would make it look cool. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's similar to. Oh, okay, Ange. It's very similar to what Lisa did. I was saying the other night on my stream, I think, where she rumpled the paper and wet it down, then dripped ink on it, or like coffee, and then let it dry. And then when you open it up, it kind of looks like marbled paper, and then you iron it. I love ironing paper. Barb, we were talking about that before. I love ironing paper. Let's see. I haven't done anything in this in a while. This is like one of my favorite things. This is an old ledger. Or I think it's old. I don't even really remember. And the idea was, my idea was that I would do all eyes in here and then go back and create a collage of some kind or a mixed media thing. And so it's been a couple of years, and I would take it to when we would go do craft shows before COVID. And, you sit and you wait for customers to come by or whatever. Sometimes it's a very long day. So I would take my sketchbook. My husband would take his book to read. I'm not a reader. And, but I would take my sketchbook, this being my sketchbook, and I would sketch my eyes and stuff. And then, well, I felt like it, before I get myself involved in too many different things. So I haven't really worked in it in a while. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd call it a life. Yeah, I guess it's a life. I mean, it was fun, but packing up all the jazz isn't fun, and taking it. So I don't really miss that. But anyway, I'm going to keep my matte medium there in case I need it. I'm going to put some of my washi aside. So some of you may have seen this before. Okay, so this isn't that old of a book. It says 1962. And I made sure in the first page I put the date. I started it in November, and then I put the date from a calendar 2019. So that's when I started the book. I'll show you what I have done. So there's a set of eyes, and I just, in that particular case, I don't think I think I might have done that on a different piece of paper. I painted some acrylic paint and then glued that on. But I think most of the eyes in the book, I don't know why I have these clipped. Oh, probably because there's nothing in between these pages. Hold on, let me just sneak a peek. My first page is starting to fall out. Yeah, I think that's what I did. Okay, so let me see what I have to work with here. And I just, wherever. And then I just, most of the eyes are eyes I just draw. I'm not really drawing from anything in particular. I haven't been able to figure out how to draw anything that resembles my resembles what it's supposed to look like, you know, like a pair of eyes, like say to draw Paul Newman's eyes. Can't do it. But I can draw an eye. So I just have to figure out now what I want to collage around them. This one I left the butterfly wing on. Did a side eye. This is very easy to do. You can find it on the internet, and it gives you step-by-step directions on how to do that, how to do it. Okay. Oh yeah, this one's lips. I don't know why I decided to do some lips. I guess because I felt I need practice. So of course that's not finished. I think this is one of my favorites. But I don't know if you can see it that well. Oh yeah, that's better if I tilt it. See, sometimes I know exactly what I want to put on a page with the eyes. I don't know how many. This one I think I was drawing from something on the internet. Oh, that sounds really cool, Ange. Thanks, Barb. This one I need to collect some more flowers. I wanted red flowers around, and I didn't check my supply before I started. So, of course, I used a lot of red flowers on that one, didn't I? Let's see. Then I started to date some of them because I figured that would be pretty good to know, so I can see my progress. These are supposed to be, see, this is what I'll say. These are supposed to be the Frozen girls. Oh, look how bad they are. Oh my gosh. I just cannot seem to get it. I was practicing fingers on that. At the show, we were at a show and I was doing this one. And I said to my husband, can you just grab the edge of your book or something so I can look at your fingers? My poor man. Of course, I did sideways. Let's see what else I got here. Yeah, I like when I painted like a flesh tone on the paper. I just really love doing the eyes, for real. I mean, I just can't even tell you. I could just draw eyes forever, but eventually you have to go to a face, right? So you can like finish something. I haven't looked at this book in a while either. That needs some work. That's not, those eyes aren't finished. Some of these aren't finished. Oh, that nose isn't too bad. This one, some of you might recognize this face. Angie has a question. If you have a cross out of wood, can you ink the wood up and stamp it on something. Does the wood have geez, Ange, I think you'd be better off like using a paint. Oh, definitely, Peggy. Yeah, for sure. I will do that. I have some wooden stamps. They're like from India or something, they're called, what do they call those stamps? How, you know what I mean, right? They have like paisley prints on them and stuff. There's some kind of an Indian block stamp, and I put those in paint and stamp with them. I'm not sure if the cross has a design on it, um, it might be better. Yeah, I don't think they're just for fabric. Maybe they are. But Ange, my concern is if the cross isn't sealed, if the wood isn't sealed, the ink might just soak into the wood and you really wouldn't get an imprint. But if that's sealed, or maybe you could seal it with like just a basic all-purpose sealer, let that dry really well, the ink might work for you. It's just a guess. I don't know. There's a girl named, I think she's Emanuela Colon, and she does the Wildage coloring books that have all these really cute girls in them. So I just used one of her faces and tried to sketch that. And then I just thought she looked like she should have flowers on her head. So, of course, that's all just, collage fodder around her head. And these were eyes. I was trying to get different expressions, and so I looked them up online, like on YouTube or whatever. And they were fun. They're fun. But I really believe see, I would say I can't draw. Um, yeah, I don't know, Carla, maybe. I'm getting my eyelids. Not done. I have these, it's like a hereditary thing. I have these things. They call them cholesterol deposits on my eyelids. They're just horrid. This is supposed to be a mermaid page. Not so much. Okay, this is supposed to be, I'll just tell you because it really doesn't look like him. This is supposed to be, oh heavens to Murgatroyd. Bradley Cooper. It's supposed to be Bradley Cooper. Wah wah. No, I don't think so. Anyway, I'm getting these things whacked off of my eyelids next month before my trip. All right, so this page, I wanted to do a double spread of eyes, and I had an idea of just having the eyes, peeking out through foliage. So that's what that's about. So far, I haven't seen anything that I can work on that I think I have something near that I can do. Like fodder to add to it. Those eyes look a little sad. Oh yeah, so here's my C collage page. And then I was thinking about, the watches, how looks like a wanted poster. This one, how Dee Dee's always saying about using the watches in like some of her work. So I thought, oh, these could look like little undersea men, you know, in their little. This face I saw online, and I haven't finished coloring it. I'm not too crazy about how those flowers were turning out, so. And this idea, I had an idea. I saw this picture of the engagement rings in a magazine. I thought, oh, little eyes or faces would look cute in there. But I did something dumb. I painted them blue, and I don't like it. They kind of look awful, I think. Okay, I put ink on it and didn't put no seal on it, and it worked. It looks good. Great, Ange. Wonderful. Yeah, they do look like Thomas the Train faces, Barb. They do. They do. I think this was supposed to be somebody famous too, but I didn't put the name down. Of course, it doesn't look like them. This is my Christmas page. That's me Santa. I don't know if I got anything else in there. There's a big pair of eyes. Oh, I got some fodder back there. Oh, wait a minute. I got all these eyes. Oh, look at that cute set of eyes. See, I don't think I have enough fodder there to do. Oh, look at that cute skirt. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Kelly, if you want to draw, believe me, you can do it. I'm proud of you too, Ange. That sounds great. I always thought I couldn't draw at all. I was very frustrated. Never really tried as a young person because I really didn't think I had the talent to do it. And then when I found Dee Dee Willingham, God bless her, she encouraged me when she said anybody can draw. If you can read, you can draw. You know, it takes time. You can learn. I mean, some people are naturally gifted, and I really believe Dee Dee is one of those people because she can draw what she sees. I'm still working on my eye-brain coordination, and I believe that's really why I can't draw like a portrait. Love to draw my grandchildren, but I just can't get it. Just can't get it, and I don't spend enough time at it. But and she mentions a book called Drawing from the. I wish Dev was here; she would know what it is. On the right side of your brain or on the left side of your brain, one of those. I forget what it's called. I have it here somewhere. Um, and that lady walks you through, and you'd be surprised what you can do. And yes, practice, practice, practice. You know. But these are just eyes that are in my head when I sit down with a pencil, so they don't have to look like anybody, right? And they're really right side, right? Yeah, thanks, Darla. Right side of the brain. Yeah, it is really good. I don't have the workbook, but I don't think you really need the workbook. So okay, so I've got collage bits up there. All right, let me see. 2 hours. Yeah, I think I have like 5.5 hours left, so I'm good that way. Do I have a lot of that I could just glue on here? Oh, okay, Ange. Yeah, me too. Me too. My problem is proportions as well. But there are a couple exercises where she has you look at what you're drawing, and then when you turn it right side up, you know, it's you know, it's amazing. Yeah, I don't think you need it either. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you will be shocked at what you can do. I mean, but you have to really want to do it and want to learn. See, my younger sister, she says she can't, but she, you know what? She's interested in other things. It's a book, and you can get them secondhand. Like if you go to thrift books, sometimes they'll have a copy, or Abe's, or you might be able to find a copy on eBay. Probably Amazon has it, but I think you pay too much for it there. Well, it just depends on how important it is for you to get it and how quickly, like if you can find one. But I only paid a couple of bucks for mine, and it's an amazing book. And she may have a newer version, you know, I have one of the older ones. Okay, sweetie, thanks, Peggy. Have a good night. Talk to you soon. Okay. So, what do I have here? Let me see. Um Just trying to think what I can put around this. What's the full title? My husband is amazing at sketching, but my thing is cooking. Okay, hold on, and I'll tell you who. I'll tell you who. Oh, wait a minute. I'll tell you who it's by. I'll give you the lady's name. Okay, Thrift Books has a copy right now for $4.69. It's, let me see if I can get at this. It's Drawing from the Right Side of the Brain, and it's by Betty Edwards. I think my cover's different, but I mean they keep you know, reprinting them. Oh, this one says the new drawing on the right side of the brain, but I'm sure it's just, you know, it's her book. She's the one, and so this is a reprint. Mine is different. Mine's older, but any one of them. I'm trying to get that picture up. But yeah, if you check eBay, and I'm sure Amazon has it, but they don't have it for $3 or $4. Just depends on what your budget can handle. You know, excellent, excellent book. All right, let me just think. You know, um, I have some stuff that I bought. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. And I thought I stuck it here to the right of me because I wanted to use it. So maybe did I put it up there? I bought some really cool like tissue paper stuff. And I'm so horribly disorganized. How on earth do you use? Yeah, it's got something to do with your right brain, left brain, you know, all that jazz. And I forget how it all goes, but um, whatever the artsy side of your brain is, I think that's basically what she's saying. I don't retain too much in the way of no, how would you say? Like I remember what she taught as far as doing stuff and how to draw stuff and some of those concepts, but to verbatim tell you how oh, maybe I could use some of this stuff. I don't want Alice in Wonderland. I should go find that other stuff I know I have. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? I did a wedding journal for my niece. She was married, what, 3 or 4 years ago? And turned out really nice that I used that face, I think, on the cover. Kind of reminds me of my niece. All right, I've got some more of this. Maybe I can use some of mine. That might be pretty. Let's see what else I got here. Don't want Christmas. I don't think I want those birds. I kind of like that. Oh, that might be pretty. I'm going to cheat. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, look, I have that one already. Possibility. I'm trying to kill a fly. Good luck with that, Ange. We've been there before, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. Forgot I had some of that stuff. All right. Now what I need is I need something to put under to kind of protect. It's probably not big enough, but we're gonna make it work. All right, I'm just going to do the one side. Yeah, you're right, Hall. Okay, you started, or Darla says she started sketching as a kid, but was putting in too much detail. They looked old. Yeah, I sketched a picture of my grandson, and it doesn't, I mean, it kind of resembles him, but he's 3, and my drawing looks like he's, like 10 or 11. Ugh. Frustrating for sure. All right, let's see here. I got to get some of this jazz out of the way. Got to de-jazz let me get my coffee over here. And hopefully I do not knock it over. All right, so these are, oh gosh, just went out of my head. The heck? Decoupage sheets. That's not what I want to call them. I keep forgetting what they're called. What the heck are they called? I have a like a decal ruler here. Kathy Bird recommended this. I got it from a guy on Etsy. It's very nice. Very nice ruler. Oh, there we go. That's better. Oh, we were talking about drawing from the right side of your brain by, what did I say her name was, Holly? Do you remember? Betty Brown? Oh, heavens. I don't know if it's stuck. I still have it on my phone. Let me see. Betty Edwards. Betty Brown. Betty Edwards. Yes, thanks. Thanks, Darla. All right, I don't want my edges to be real straight, so let me just, and this might be too big, but, oh. I don't know if it'll work like the tissue paper does, like napkins and all you can use, like Lisa was using the other night. You can use like a water brush and tear away. Oh, Lisa, when you come back, yes, right, Ray, she does. That's where I learned it from Dee Dee. Lisa, when you come back, I want to know, not we, I want to know what flavor ice cream you're having. Okay? So I can just enjoy it with you. Okay, I'm trying to get in tighter to the flowers and the leaves. I'm going to use my golden medium to put this down. I still can't remember what the name of these dang things are. Oh, I should look, probably says here on the Stampin' Up! Ones. Decoupage paper. No, I guess I had it right. I don't know. I wasn't thinking that was the term. But I guess it is. Yes. And thank God she does, because that really encouraged me. Is anybody here doing Inktober? I didn't do it this year. Well, I only did it a couple of years. I think I only finished it 1 year. I should dig out where I have my books. I did it in, but I don't remember. I'm probably out by my chair. I do everything by my chair. I love to sit in my chair in the evening with my feet up, right, Hall? And do all kinds of stuff. Okay, so I think I want this little rose up against that eye. Kind of like that. I don't know why I'm so particular. All right, so I'm going to put that there. I'm fairly sure I'm going to put that there. And I have a little bit that I already had trimmed out. Where did that go? Here it goes. See, look, that goes with that. Who knew? Who knew? All right, so let's see. Maybe like that. I want those yellow roses. I'm not sure. I kind of like these too. Whoop. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I'll just put those two on. Yes, I thought eBay. Oh, okay, Barb. Good night. Thanks for coming in. I don't do things I'm supposed to be because I never finish them. I don't do things that is supposed to be a whole month. Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I have to push myself. Hey, Miss Mary, how are you? Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you for popping in to say hi. We were building ACT cards earlier, Murray, and now I'm just adding some decoupage paper to my one ledger book that I'm working on, you know, whenever I remember to work in it. Okay, so I'm going to do, I think I'm going to glue these down first. This is really cut out, but I'm not going to worry about that. Because I think I might want to slap some paint on here. And then maybe stamp or do some words or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And I've got some of that napkin backing from earlier that I'm just going to dry my brush off with. Just get out some excess water. And grab my Oh, yeah, you can't do that to yourself, Julie. Yeah, it's good that you know yourself well enough so you don't beat yourself up, you know? Good girl, not to beat yourself up. It's hard. It's hard to commit. And like sometimes I was thinking, oh, I should have just done like doodles. But I'm really not a very good doodler. You know? I mean, it just doesn't come natural to me. And I think it's only going to take a couple of minutes every night, but then the next thing you know, the night's half over and, oh, I forgot to do my, you know. Me too. And I like to do so many different things, you know. It's like crazy. Now I'm really into my yarn. I was wondering why that was bumpy. I've got a rolled up piece of paper under there. That's crazy. Well, I'm going to the Rhinebeck Sheep and Wool Festival Saturday with my niece and my sister. Got my niece hooked on. She kind of got hooked on crocheting, and then I've switched her over. All right, Ange, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you got that fly. Yeah, we put too much pressure on ourselves, though, right, too? You know? And I don't know why we do it. Oh, I hope you get them. You know, not to add, I don't want to put pressure on anybody, but I'll tell you what, a lot of you girls probably have not seen stuff that Holly does, and she is amazing. And I would love to see her Inktober. I mean, I saw some stuff that she's done and inked. I don't know if it was specifically for Inktober. Was it, Hal? Oh my gosh. She thinks through everything and she's got a reason for every little thing that's on her. It's just amazing. Like if she's got a spider there, he's there for a purpose. And her work is just unbelievable, really. Really and truly. She's a very talented lady. All right, I'm just gonna, now I'm thinking about a color that I really would like to put Oh my gosh, really, Ree? She goes after flies? She must be pretty quick. All right, I'm just scooting a little Mod Podge under these outside edges that I missed. Okay, so I think that looks kind of cool. Now, very quick. That's amazing. But that's okay as long as you're enjoying it. Take your time. I mean, sometimes you don't know, and then I think like your style, or you're finding your style, or you learn different things and then you might want to incorporate that. So sometimes it's good to just take your time, you know? Yes, right. There you go, Hall. Holly says, like the dragon trying to get a piece of Halloween candy that fell, and he tied a spider on his finger. I mean, see, you should see some of her stuff. It's just amazing. Okay, so now I want something kind of light that I can just kind of brush around. I think I want to use that fan brush I had out earlier. Did I use that? Yeah, I think I did. Let's see. Oh, I want to get that liner brush out of my water so it doesn't get bendy. I don't want it to get bendy. There it is. Get my fan brush. Let's see, what color do I want? I'm thinking it's like a peachy, but I don't want it real dark. Do. There's a peaches and cream. Let's see. We might start with this. Oh, this feels light. Feels very light. I don't think there's much in here. Oh, this is thick. Look how old and dried up. Americana peaches and cream. All right, what do I have? Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that away. Okay, see, this is what kind of a lazy butt I am. I don't know what I have, so this is in plastic, so I'm going to use this plastic. Ah, yeah. Yeah, Holly's got great ideas, and she's original. See, like I'm a copier. I copy a lot of ideas, but Holly's got her own original ideas. Okay, now I'm gonna put a little. I think I want to put a little weight with this. Yeah, that's what we're always saying to Holly. I want to draw like her because she's so um, detail oriented, and sometimes I just like, oh, what am I going to put here? That's an idea too. Murray, I put together that journal that you put together. You call it your porch journal. I was so inspired by that. Oh my gosh, I love it. I just love my journal. Murray has a lot of great ideas too. All right, so I'm just going to mix this up a little bit. Oh, I think I need to add a little spritz of water. I don't want this real heavy. I can always, darken it up. Just want to see what this might look like. Just with a fan brush, I'm doing the bottom first. Just kind of look kind of wispy. Wispy. Now, I know I was only going to do the one page, but because I have this paint here, I don't know what I want to do to the other side of the page, but I'm going to put this paint on here, at least some of it. I don't have a whole lot. I didn't mix up a whole lot, and I want the color to be the same, so whenever I come back, I just have the basic color, whether I put another set of eyes on here or just carry out with some flowers. Spritz it with a little more water. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Dana, how are you? Thank you. To draw flowers, and then you went to drawing and sketching and got told, oh, that's just not, this one co-op that I'm in, um, the owner's daughter, apparently I saw just a little bit of her work. And when she was in high school, I think a teacher told her, you'll never be able to draw. Well, what I saw that she did, I thought was fabulous. But, you know, okay, I'm sorry, but even if you felt like that, why would you discourage a student like that? Why would you discourage a student like that? There's just no need for that. If you think the student is doing something wrong, there's a way to address that without totally deflating and discouraging a student. Night, Mary. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good snooze. All right, I'm going to try this a little bit. A little blue there. I'll glue that down to my protection paper. Well, yeah, but even if you weren't a sensitive young person, it's still, as I've come to learn, as I'm sure many of you have come to learn, there's really no one way to do everything, right? Yeah, see, that's awful. That's just awful. Yeah, Darla, you could be right. Jealousy. I mean, that's crazy to me. So you can feel better about yourself. You'd bash on your student. Oh, okay. I kind of like this stamp, so maybe I'm just gonna stamp some. Wish, dream, hope might be nice stamps, and I don't think that I want to stamp it in black, right? Yeah, if you can do that, Julie, that would be great, because that person certainly was not a good teacher. If I do my, I think I have a color called Ganache. It's kind of a darker brown. Right. And I'm sure everybody's experienced. I mean, There are some teachers that just, they don't like kids. They don't like people. I mean, you're in the wrong field, Come on. Ugh. I don't know. All right, these kind of can be a little flimsy to stamp. Let me see if I can. That's not quite big enough. Let's see. Let's see what we got in the old treasure trove here. I don't think I want green, although green might look good. All right, this is a stays on ganache. There's a stays on ganache. I think that's not black, but I think it's darker. I might try that. So I'm going to stamp off on a piece of sample. And I don't think this is... Oh, we'll stick on there. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, I mean, I used to work with kids in our Awana program at church, and I've worked with some students over the years. And sometimes it does them good to be honest with them, but if you have something to tell them that may not be, so great, you tell them the good stuff first and say, I really like how you did this. You did this well. This is what I think you could use some work on, constructive. So not to deflate them. I don't know. I don't know. All right, this isn't real dark, which I think that's what I want. I thought I had more ink in this little inker. So I'm going to do Wish first. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Now let's try Hope. I need to do some pages in my granddaughter's little book. I haven't worked in that in a while either. Not tonight. I'm going to reheat my coffee and I'm going to go do some crocheting. Okay. Hope. I should probably do some like lighter stamps maybe. Oh, I know. Oh, girls, I know. I'm going to do some with script. Some script stamp. Like real light. Maybe I'll do that in the vintage photo. Like, in this dead space. I love how when you're working around and doing stuff, and then one thing leads to another and you kind of like, it just keeps going and you kind of like build on your ideas or what you've been doing. I love that. Love that. And if I wanted to, I could really come back in with say like a Sharpie marker thing. Yeah, I'm going to have my coffee first. And then I'll take my yucky medicine. All right, just one last thing, gals. If I can, yeah, there's my vintage photo. So I'm trying to finish up my stuff instead of having it part way done when I do my streams. Tomorrow will be a busy day too, because Betty and I are going to get our nails done, and then we're going to... She's got to go to the bank, and we got to pick up some prescriptions for her, and then we're going to probably grab something to eat. All right, now I want to stamp, but I don't want my stamp to be real squared off and rigid. So I'm going to take a piece of paper to give myself a torn edge like that. And I'll use the other side. That's not so good. I'll use the other side like there. Let me do it here just in case. And I don't need this to be real dark. Thanks, Ree. It might be a little darker than I thought, but we'll just gonna kind of go for it. Yeah, I like that. So now I want to do over here and here. And I'm going to run some of this over onto the other page. This turned out better than I thought. I really didn't have any idea what I wanted to do. Okay, that's pretty good. That looks pretty good. I wonder if I can see, I use stuff and then I just drop it or throw it somewhere. Oh, there it is. I wonder if I can get this to stand off. This page is not... these ledger pages aren't real stiff. So I really need a piece of cardboard maybe behind there. Oh, here, how about this? I have a piece of masonite wood. That ought to be good. So I can, something to run that. I think my, most of my texture on this emery board is shot. Trying to get the edge there. Can't see it and I can't really feel it. I don't want to wreck the edge of my paper either. I think we're just going to have to cut that one. I don't always cut so great. That's better. That's better. I'll leave those little roses. And you know what? I need a little bit of... yes, I was saying the other night, that's the Stampin' Up! French script. And I took it off the block. Now I want another one so that I can cut it up. Oh, good night, Colleen. All right, girls, that's it from me. Thanks so much for being here, hanging out. Wow, I got 2 projects done on one stream. Hey, that's good for me. All right. It's late here on the East Coast, isn't it? What time? 11:15. Not too bad. And it's probably a lot later for a few of you. So there we go. Did my ACT card. Of course, I don't know where I put that. Maybe up here on the keyboard. There we go. So we got that done. And then I finished a page in my ledger journal, which I haven't done in a while. That's great. Thanks so much. Ray, I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Julie, it was good to see you. And always thank you to my dear Holly and to Miss Peggy for being here for me tonight. Appreciate you all so very much. And Lisa, did she ever come tell us what kind of ice cream she was snacking on? Ooh, I wanted to know that. So I could live vicariously through her ice cream snack. All right, ladies, have a good rest of your evening. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. I'll see y'all soon. Thanks. Bye bye.